Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy Omega SMG coming at you with a new video. So I hit 10 likes, high expectations. So beat breakdown is commencing right now. So this is this is the beat I had in my 808 processing video. So I'll go ahead and pull up the playlist and let y'all hear the short loop I played, just just to give you a little taste of what's here. So really fast song, sampled lots of energy in the track, but as you can see, there really isn't much going on the track list. So let's go ahead and start breaking down all of our sounds. So first of all, 808. I'm not going to go over the 808. I have an entire video going over the 808 because of how much is going on. It's useful. I'll go ahead and just put it in a card. But yeah, I'll go ahead and play the 808. So yeah, that's a really simple. So pretty much I started off with this 808 I wanted to make something that sounded interesting and sounded good. So start out with the 808 before anything else, and then I wanted to build a rhythm behind that. So got my hi-hats. Originally I was just like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, but then I went back in and added a lot of bounces. So pretty much all I did was I did the first 8 bars, and then I copied it over and just control wide it, and it flipped. Oh yeah, and did control R to randomize the velocity. But yeah, so for mixing on this, I have a course on it with a very low mix, just so that it gets some of that width, but not I don't want it to go too far. So yeah, I got that. Then we have our clap, which the clap it's really simple. So pretty much I only do there's only one bounce note on the clap. Besides for that, it's just regular clap. So for EQing, so I cut out the low end. I cut out around the 800 hertz range just to try and cut out some of the mud. I boost the 2000 hertz range just to give it more punch. And then this is a microscopic, sure, I just didn't like that frequency. Then I throw a compressor on it, slow attack, fast release, decent ratio, low threshold. Well, it would be a high threshold, but then yeah, all that. And this is what it sounds like with the compressor, with the effects and without them. Oh yeah, I should probably turn off that too. I have a glue compressor for the clap and the snare, but this is what it sounds like. So this makes it sound a bit tinnier, but that's because I don't want it to be too heavy because I'm putting a snare under it. So got to make sure that they blend together well. You don't want to take two punchy sounds and play them at the same time. It's why in a lot of songs where there's a 4 on the floor kick, the kick is not punching through the mix. So then we have our snare. So it's just basic solid bounce. So Snare and end from Busy Works Beats, and clap 4 from Fire Drum Kits. It's a Busy Works Beats thing. So now let's go over what we have going on with this. So pretty much boost at 500 hertz and boost a 3500 range. Just give it some more, and then like pretty much I wanted this snare to still be punchy because it wasn't going to be right at it wasn't always going to be overlapping with the clap. However, I did not want it to be more punchy than the clap. I wanted the clap to have the punch in the high end, and this one to have some punch in the low end. It's why the EQing is different. But so you got that, and then I go ahead and put a glue compressor on it. Just really simple compressor, and then it turns it to this, and it makes it punchier. So now let's go ahead and listen to that clap and the snare layered together, just to get an idea on what exactly is going on. So that'll be, I would normally just right click it, but then it would take out the automation. You know, just really simple. It doesn't have to be much with your drum. So then we go ahead and add the hi-hats in. It's really high energy. Then add that 808. Then once we get here, we run into the problem of there not being the punch of a kick, because I have a transient designer on this 808 that just takes out all the punch of the 808. So now let's go and move on to our kick. So we have a low kick and a high kick. One is just like dust for the kick, because I like to layer my drums, but I don't want them to fill in that same frequency. I want some kick dust, so this is just really extremely cute. Anything below 600 hertz, it goes out. And then with this, I just compress it just because I want to add the punch. Then after that, I EQ both of them by just pulling up the mids. And then this is what that sounds like. I'm going to take off my master stuff. So then I wanted to give like some more rhythm to it. So originally I had like a crash or a cymbal off of an 808, but I'm just like, that sounds corny. So I was listening to a lot of, I was listening to Sunbather at the time. So I'm just like, hey, electric guitar. So the electric guitar, it's probably one of my favorite parts of the song. But yeah, AGF. Yeah, uses 4 strings. It's really beautiful. And then let's go ahead and just, so I have a lot going on. So first thing I did was I cut out a lot of the low frequencies that came with this plugin. Then I ran it through Guitar Rig. This is just a lot of love preset. I didn't do much to it. So I'm actually just going to run down it. Then add a reverb, delay, then a chorus. Then EQ, I want to boost that high end and like get more of that tone out, and I want to have a nice pit for everything else to come in. Then a compressor, because I don't want it to be too punchy. It goes from this to this. And then we move on to our meat and potatoes, the sample. Now, this is actually, like, this sample is just murdered. Where is it? So, this is what it sounds like. So, as you can see from my CPU usage, I have a ton going on in this sample. So I'm going to play it dry because, like, it's the effects that this really pops out. Now, before any effects are thrown on it, it sounds like absolute garbage. It's not musical. It's just so awful. So first thing I did was cut out the bass. Then Decimor pretty much makes it more lo-fi. Make it a bit more of a paddish sound. Then Alter Boy for certain areas. Then Reverb. This was a big boy difference. Then Delay for more ambience. I use Primal Tap because Primal Tap is sexy. Then move on to Pro Q. This is low cut, boost the highs so that more of the melody of it can come out. Then Decapitator because I want to add a tiny bit of grit to it. Then we move on to our mixing plugin. So Pro Q. Again, we go crazy, but I have those highs brought up a lot so that the melody can come in even more. Then a compressor to make it like fit all together. And then, like, literally everyone just freaking explodes because it's the greatest song of all time and it was extremely well received. Metro Boomin himself said there's no more point in producing because some dude on the internet did better. No, I'm joking. But so pretty much let's go and add the sample in and just let you hear that. And then it just has a lot of energy at this point. Lots of juxtaposition of everything. Oh, that was really awkward. Juxtaposition. Yeah, lots of juxtaposition of stuff. So it'll start off with a lot going on, like a really simple 808 with no close hi-hat, and then it'll just go to that electric guitar hit and it'll let the 808 peak out more because, like, you heard it without it in there. So now it's just like, I hear that. Now I need to make sure I look for that. So every once in a while it goes up an entire octave through the use of Alter Boy. Pretty much it's a formant filter. It's beautiful, but this is what it sounds like in one of the moments where it's like the juxtaposition part. Cut out everything that isn't the 808 electric guitar and the sample. So like, yeah, that electric guitar really comes in handy. It has a very rodeo feel, has a very cold reverb sound to it that I really like. So now we go ahead and get over to our chorus, which is where we get a new melody. We have a piano. So this is what that sounds like. Just so like really weird sound. It sounds like kind of like a video game, but it's actually a piano just with a lot of effects on it. So then we get over to here, which is when a new element of the song is added. We cut out the 808 and we move on to a sexy Moog bass. So so this is what it sounds like. So let's go over the actual sound. So have a square wave for the, yeah, I have a square wave in there, two saws, one's inverted, and I have a really high cutoff to let some of that buzz come through because the buzz sounds really nice on this sort of sound. So just yeah, but a really heavy sound. It closes off the song really well. So now I want to go and go over the mixing of the piano and the Moog sound. So first of all, with the piano, I have a lot of crazy stuff going on. First thing I put on is Unfiltered Audio's Fault. This is beautiful plugin. It's what takes it from being pretty sure takes it from being this to being this. I have no idea what this does. Genuinely don't. I accidentally just found this preset when I was going through it and seeing what it would do. Super beautiful. Then after that, took an EQ, cut out the bass, boosted the highs, let the melody pop through more. Then added reverb, delay, EQ, compressor. Then we go ahead and close it off with my Moog. So first thing I did was I isolated the basses, made them mono, isolated the highs, made them stereo so that it would have some more heat when played on speakers. Then EQ'd it, boosted the lows, boosted the highs so that the heat would come through along with the sub of it. Linear phase EQ, by the way. Then ended it with a compressor just to make it more of a consistent sound, because a lot of Moog basses will like be kind of choppy unless you add a compressor on them. And yeah, this just makes it so it's not like going in and out because of how slow the saw in the square is moving. So yeah, I'll go ahead and just play like a few bars of it, let you get a nice feel for it. Yeah. So if you like this video, smash that like button. If you hate this video, smash that dislike button. I really don't care about that sort of ratio. If you have any requests, leave them in the comments. Or if you just hate me, leave them in the comments as well. It makes me rank higher in the search engine results. If you want more content like this, subscribe. And this is your boy Omega SMG signing off.